My boyfriend has been living a double life, and now I'm friends with his wife. I discovered the truth when my phone buzzed at 3 a.m. with a text meant for someone named Melissa. He was still asleep, so I checked his phone. That's when I found the pictures. An entire family album. Him with another woman and 2 kids. My hands were shaking so badly I dropped his phone. The clatter made him stir, but he didn't wake up. I stood there in our dark bedroom, suddenly feeling like I was looking at a stranger. 5 years together. We'd talked about marriage, about our future children's names, and all this time, he had another life tucked away somewhere else. I didn't sleep. I sat in our living room, scrolling through his messages, each one feeling like a knife twisting deeper. There were birthday reminders, inside jokes, heart emojis exchanged with this woman named Kara, and mentions of Emma and Noah, the children in the photos, his children. The next morning, I confronted him. He claimed they were his sister's kids and old photos, but something in his eyes told me he was lying. He'd always been a good liar, that charming smile that made me trust him from our first date. Your sister's name is Rebecca, not Kara, I said quietly, and I've met her kids. Those aren't them. His smile faltered before he launched into a detailed explanation about his cousin's family. He kissed my forehead and promised we'd talk more after work. I nodded and pretended to believe him. The moment his car pulled away, I started searching our apartment. In the back of his closet, I found a second gym bag. Inside was a wallet I'd never seen before. Different address, same name. I decided to visit it. It was a small blue house in a suburb 40 minutes away. Nice neighborhood, swing set in the front yard. I parked across the street and waited, heart pounding so hard I thought I might be sick. Around 6:30, his silver Audi pulled into the driveway. A woman and 2 children ran out to greet him. He picked up the little girl and spun her around, looking happier than I'd ever seen him. The boy, maybe 7 years old, jumped up for a high five. The woman, Kara from the photos, received a kiss that was so natural, it broke something inside me. I watched them disappear inside, laughing. Through their front window, I could see them moving around their kitchen, preparing dinner together. A normal family evening. I drove home in a daze, wondering how many nights he'd left me with a kiss and a working late excuse to have dinner with him. How many weekends he'd been on business trips. Instead of causing a scene, I left a note in his gym bag when he was in the shower the next morning. I know everything. Tell her or I will. I included my phone number. That day at work, I couldn't focus. My phone sat silent on my desk. Would he call? Would he come home with more elaborate lies? Would he simply disappear from my life? 2 days passed. I barely ate. I moved through our apartment touching things, photos of us in Aspen, the blanket we'd picked out together, the coffee machine he'd bought me for Christmas. Were there matching versions of these in that blue house? Then finally, my phone rang. Unknown number. Is this Lisa? A woman's voice, tight with emotion. Yes, I got your number from his phone, she said, voice trembling. I need to know everything. We met at a cafe halfway between our homes. I recognized her instantly, though she was paler than in the photos. She brought divorce papers, already signed by her. Turns out I wasn't the only secret. There was a third woman in Chicago. We've been married for 9 years, Kara told me, her wedding ring still on her finger. He travels for work, consulting. At least that's what I thought. We've been together 5 years, I replied. He told me he was an only child. We spent hours comparing notes, filling in the blanks of his carefully compartmentalized lives. With her, he was a devoted family man who loved coaching soccer. With me, he was an ambitious workaholic who wanted to see the world before settling down. How did you find out? She asked. A text meant for someone named Melissa. Her face went blank. I'm not Melissa. That night, we found her too. Melissa in Chicago, a pharmaceutical rep he'd met at a conference 2 years ago. She'd been planning their wedding for this fall. It's been 3 months since everything fell apart. He tried to contact each of us with personalized apologies. We all blocked him. Kara filed for full custody of the kids, with evidence of his deception making it an easy case.